Today on the net, eyewitness accounts of the Syrian repression which continues on multiple fronts. Spanish web users comment on the World Youth Day celebrations. And 2 pro golfers in a game of urban golf. Despite repeated appeals from the international community asking the Syrian regime to end the violent crackdown on protesters, the repression continues on multiple fronts and even appears to be intensifying. The cities of Hama, Latakia and also Deraa are currently under siege by troops loyal to President al-Assad. Reports of this particularly tense situation are being relayed on the web. A lot of amateur video footage is circulating on sharing sites, illustrating the atmosphere which prevails in these cities, with violent clashes between soldiers and rebels. Here we can see soldiers patrolling the streets of Hama in western Syria, which, as these images suggest, have been deserted by residents. Other videos, like this one, are said to show the different types of ammunition the soldiers have been using in the crackdown. Although difficult to verify, these images from the port city of Latakia suggest soldiers have been using heavy weapons against protesters in the besieged cities. It would seem that troops have been deployed en masse to Latakia, and in these online videos we see armoured vehicles and soldiers moving around the city centre. There's also a highly visible military presence in the Horan region, and in particular near to the city of Deraa in southwestern Syria. These images were posted online by rebels. We can see that a number of tanks have been strategically positioned across Deraa, and makeshift roadblocks have been set up to monitor the inhabitants' comings and goings. With around 1.5 million Catholics expected for the World Youth Day event taking place in Madrid until the 21st of August, Spanish web users have been voicing their opposition online, denouncing the cost of the event, which is estimated at somewhere between 55 and 62 million euros. Many feel this is an exorbitant figure for a country which is near to bankruptcy. An online petition has been launched by a movement which uses the slogan "No con mis impuestos," meaning not with my taxes. It's already been signed by over 11,000 web users who state that they have nothing against the country holding such an event, nor against the Pope's visit, but Spanish taxpayers refuse to pay for it, especially in these times of economic crisis. A march was organised in the streets of the Spanish capital on Wednesday to protest against the costs involved in the celebrations. It was largely coordinated online via social media sites and on Facebook in particular. But the Vatican has also been making great use of the web to try and attract as many young people as possible to the World Youth Day festivities. The official website is providing a great deal of information on the various events taking place in Madrid, and is also broadcasting videos of the friendly atmosphere prevailing in the capital. Great use is being made of social networks so that web users don't miss a single detail of this global event. And to ensure Catholics from all over the world feel involved in the World Youth Day celebrations, a group of 80 volunteers will travel around Madrid on the Bus 2.0 to update social networks in 20 different languages. French website oni.fr has developed an infographic based on the findings of a hacker study carried out in over 90 different countries. We find out that the average hacker is 31 years old, that there's an overwhelming majority of male hackers born in Europe or North America, and they devote around 10 hours a week to their online activity. The site 360cities.net has posted an astounding picture online. It's a panoramic image of what was left of the city of Hiroshima in Japan after the atomic bomb was dropped in 1945. This historical project immerses web users in the desolation and destruction. Cameron Tringal and Ricky Fowler, 2 American pro golfers, came up with an interesting way of finding out who has the best repertoire of shots. They organised a game of urban golf in Atlanta city centre. The rules were particularly simple. They just had to get as close as they could to 3 different holes using just 1 ball each time. What did they win? Well, the 2 golfers share an apartment, so the loser had to do all the washing up and housework for an entire month.
It's on a good line. It's real good. Sit.